Hello again. Ich sag einfach Hello again. Und willkommen zurück bei Return to Monkey Island. Und ich muss erstmal hier mein Getränk öffnen. So. Moment. Oh, Memo. Oh, wo habe ich denn meinen... Moment. Oh Gott, oh Gott. So. So. Was ist mit der Frau da? Erzähl mal.
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
Weisheiten. So, was ist hier? Eine Notiz.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Bargeld wäre besser gewesen. Da war doch dieser Gemischtwarenhandel früher. Da musste man die Schaufel kaufen und Sachen.
The note says, forced to
Ja, das
close.
hatten wir ja schon.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
Okay. Was kann ich hier noch machen? Ich kann die Straße erkunden.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Gasse erkunden. Was gibt's hier? Hier ist man... Bei Monkey Island 2 ist man hier zwischendurch rausgekommen. Das weiß ich noch. Was ist hier? Quizkarte? Kann ich die... Wie lautet die erste Regel im Gefängnis von Mealy Island? Die Ratten nicht füttern. Oh. Oh. Das ist so in mein Gesicht. Ich weiß es nicht mehr. So, die
It
Tür
seems to be
öffnen.
stuck closed. It seems to be stuck closed.
It seems to be so close. Was wäre denn richtig gewesen? Würde mich mal interessieren. So, dann können wir ins Gefängnis gehen. Was ist das? Die Schlosserin. Hallo.
Welcome to my shop.
Ah.
Hiya.
Hallo, hallo.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Okay.
Are these for customers?
Not technically, but please, help yourself. That charming old guy who mans the lookout keeps bringing them for the parrot.
Thanks. I'll just take a few.
Einfach alle mitgenommen, Digga.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Okay.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Ah ja.
What's that lock?
That's for hats.
Das ist für Hüte.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope.
Locksmith.
And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Und sie wollten wirklich, dass ich in das Familienunternehmen mit einsteige. Können Sie wirklich Schlüssel für Dinge herstellen? Das kommt mir wie ein Zaubertrick
Can you
vor.
really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
Okay. Es scheint falsch zu sein, dass man einen Schlüssel nur anhand der Seriennummer erstellen
It
kann.
seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Sind Schlösser nicht viel weniger sicher, wenn man nur eine Nummer braucht, um einen neuen Schlüssel zu bekommen?
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
Ah. Was passiert, wenn man seinen Schlüssel und die Seriennummer gleichzeitig verliert?
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Was hindert mich daran, die Seriennummer auf dem Schloss eines anderen zu lesen und einen Schlüssel anfertigen zu
Well,
lassen?
what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Kann ich mir hier Werkzeug zum Auslesen der Seriennummern von Schlössern
Can
ausleihen?
I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
So, wer ist die alte Dame im Fenster
Who's the old
gegenüber?
lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
Bin auf der Suche nach dem Geheimnis von Monkey Island.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
Alle auf einmal, wie soll das gehen?
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
Wie gut kennen Sie Whitey
How well do you know
Bones?
Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Ich denke, es ist nur ein Zufall. Na gut, dann
I think I'll browse
sage ich
around a
jetzt
bit.
eine.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Ich würde niemals etwas anfassen. Und ich kann hier irgendwas irgendwie... Ich gehe jetzt hier raus. So, dann gehen wir mal hier...
A visitor! Wait.
Ist das
Guy brought
Otis?
straight wood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan!
Das ist Stan.
Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look
Richtig.
different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
Große Neuigkeiten. Ich bin auf der Suche nach dem Geheimnis von Monkey Island.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that.
Wofür haben Sie sich diesmal
What did they
eingesperrt?
get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance.
Ein Opfer der
Circumstance
Umstände.
being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
Mir ist aufgefallen, dass du nicht gesagt hast, für welches Verbrechen sie dich eingesperrt
I
haben.
notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Klingt nach einer unklugen
Picking
Entscheidung.
flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here.
Und
It's
nicht hier
custard
raus.
night. I don't think I can take that again.
Es ist
I'll make it my
Pudding
number
ab.
3
Ich ertrage
priority.
es nicht nochmal.
Thanks.
Das Schloss
I
ansehen.
think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Ich habe schon so eine Ahnung, wie ich das löse. Aber was ist mit Stan?
Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son.
Oh, im Hintergrund hört man ganz leise. Dam, 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 dam. Es tut mir wirklich leid, dich im
Oh,
Gefängnis
sorry
zu
to see you
sehen.
in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
Was hast du getan?
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
Aha. Bin hinter dem
I'm
Geheimnis
going
von
after
Monkey
the
Island.
secret of
Her.
Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice.
Ich hatte wirklich gehofft, ein Schiff
I
von dir
was
zu
really
kaufen.
hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Würde es helfen, wenn ich dich
Would
befreie?
it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Vernünftig, sehr vernünftig. Kann ich noch irgendwas für dich
Is there
tun?
anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
Natürlich bringe ich dir deine Zahnbürste vorbei. Bis später.
See you later.
Yep.
So, was ist hier?
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Ja, das wäre gut gewesen bei dem Kärtchen.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp.
So, ich habe doch hier,
Without the clean parts.
hier den Monokel.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
So. Was war da?
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid. How's your...
Hee! A spider! I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
So, dann gehen wir hier nochmal.
Welcome back.
Hi there.
So, und jetzt gebe ich hier den Zettel.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure, good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a
Was für ein
coincidence.
Zufall.
I had no idea.
Das war's schon. Wunderschön.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid.
Es geht ab. So,
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars. Just, I don't remember this place being so leaky.
okay, ich habe ihn jetzt befreit. Das hat mir jetzt genau nichts gebracht, oder
Looks
was?
sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier.
So. Und hier geht's zum Gouverneurshaus, soweit ich weiß. Ja. Hallo. Oha. Ist das die Schwertmeisterin? Oha.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Das bin ich.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Ja. Wann hast du das letzte Mal ein Bad genommen?
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Ich hoffe, du hast es weit gebracht, seit ich dir deinen ersten bequemen Regierungsjob
You've
besucht
come far
habe.
since I got you your first cushy government job.
I hope you're not about to try to take credit for me being governor, because that would be both absurd and obnoxious, and I might have to skewer you for it.
No, furthest thing from my mind.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine sagte, dass das Programm von Captain Madison
Elaine
behindert
said
wird.
that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Ich suche nach dem Geheimnis von Monkey
I'm
Island.
looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Das Haus hat sich nicht sehr
Well,
verändert.
the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Okay.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
Die endlose Geschichte der Reise, die nicht enden wollte.
Can I borrow a book?
You've got
Oha.
a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy
Warum?
another copy.
Ich will doch nur das
Never
Buch
even
nehmen.
apologized.
Bezahl dafür.
I don't need your money.
Entschuldigung. Meine Fresse.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Entschuldigung.
It's a lot of work being governor. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Ah. Am Ende der
The
Planke.
blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Ah ja. Schiff zu Schiff Kampfstrategien von der dummen Captain Madison. Voodoo-Tricks, die sie zu Hause machen können. Die Autobiografie von John Laney. Mhm.
Edgy. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Na gut. Gehen wir erstmal hier raus. So, das ist die Insel. Also hier am Hafen waren wir. Bei LeChucks Schiff waren wir auch. Im Ausguck waren wir. Ich würde sagen, wir gehen mal... Hier war früher der Zirkus irgendwo. Ich würde sagen, wir gehen mal zur Werft.
Wow, that's worse than I imagined.
Stans gebraucht, Schiffsbazar.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships.
Wie komme ich denn da jetzt ran?
I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It's a dried-up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
Alles verrostet.
It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Da unten liegt was, eine Quizkarte. Vielleicht bin ich ja diesmal besser. Der Vogel am Strand von Scurvy Island ist ein... Oh, was... Ich habe keine Ahnung. Möchte ich jetzt noch nicht beantworten.
This used to be such a bright, cheery place. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Komme ich da jetzt rein? Kann ich irgendwas benutzen? Pferderüstung? Entschuldigung. Na gut. Dann gehen wir mal in den Wald. In den tiefen, dunklen Wald, in dem ich mich sicher verlaufen werde. Das ist nochmal eine Hinweiskarte. Quizkarte, meine ich. Die schwafelt endlos von... Wer ist die? Ich weiß es nicht mehr. Was ist das hier? Kleine Kletterschiffe
Oh, I used to
bewundern.
love these when I was 6.
Museum für Piratenkunde.
Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Hi there.
Hallo? Guten
Welcome
Tag.
to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. The museum
Moin.
showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Okay. Ich gucke mich erstmal um, danke.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the Pirate of 1,000 Faces. The display case is locked.
Kann ich das gleiche nochmal machen?
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Immer noch zu klein.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep
Spoilerwarnung,
pouring
das
the
war ich.
grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs, and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail.
Ja,
also, I
Mann.
could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's
Honigkäschen.
me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Aha.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
It's locked.
Kann ich hier den Binokel?
There's tiny writing. New serial numberless lock.
Verdammt. Er ist gut.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Wirklich. Will ich mit dem reden? Ihr Museum ist kurios. Ich sehe, tragen sie ein Holzbein, obwohl sie eigentlich beide Beine haben.
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché.
Touché. Ihr Museum ist
Your
kurios.
museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow. Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that?
Nice.
Ich werde das legendäre Geheimnis
I'm
von
going
Monkey
to find
Island
the
finden.
legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent!
Super retro.
Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Ist eines dieser Dinge
Are any of
wertvoll.
these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Ich schaue mich nur um.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
So.
Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Melee Clock Tower, stolen during a pirate raid nearly 75 years ago. It was recently found at an inn on St. Martin, where it was being used to mill corn. I traded some old furniture for it that we had in the back room.
Has anyone thought about putting it back in the clock?
Nah. If the clock started working, it would only confuse people.
Das würde die Leute nur verwirren. Okay. Ich habe nichts, was ich hier irgendwie... Ich gehe einfach mal weiter. Ich gehe mal in den Wald, in den ich... wo ich mich auf jeden Fall verlaufen werde. Oh, da ist einer längst gerutscht. Hab ich genau gesehen. So, hier gibt es eine Quizkarte. Ich will sehen, was es... Oh, woher soll ich das wissen? Bong. So, ich gehe mal hier lang. Da ist eine Quizkarte. Jetzt gehe ich mal da lang.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Oh, ich brauche eine Karte.
I'm hopelessly lost
Oh
without a map.
nein.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Oh. So, Wald, gibt's noch irgendwas? Nee, mehr gibt's nicht. Aber ich könnte Wally fragen, ob er mir eine Karte für... Ne, hier bin ich falsch. So. Wally!
Hey, Wally. Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Okay. Ja. Hab ich nicht.
Somewhat understated, and
Ich würde sagen... Brauche einen Hinweis. Wie bekomme ich einen Mob? Was möchtest du über den Mob wissen? Wie bekomme ich eine Holzprobe für meinen Mob? Du musst eine Probe von einem vorhandenen Mob nehmen. Ja, ich weiß, wo einer ist. Wer ist das?
hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not.
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Okay.
Well, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Jetzt hat die ein dreiköpfiger
Look behind
Affe.
you, a three-headed monkey.
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Wenn ich dir ein Rezept bringe, kannst du es dann
If I
zubereiten.
brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Ich werde sehen, ob ich es
I'll
herausfinden
see what I can
kann.
find out.
Thanks.
Aber das finde ich erst in der nächsten Folge raus. Hoffentlich, denke ich. Und bis dahin wünsche ich euch alles Gute von die Herzen. Tschüssikowski und Heide Kutschi Dobre.